That is celiac. I'm going to be heading in the other direction towards the second campsite. This one here is closed. To be quite honest, I could just pitch up anywhere, but I want to rest for a couple of days, or at least one anyway. I've been laying here since about 3:30 roughly when I pitched up the tent, so it's quite early. The path is down that way, just a few meters away, not very far at all, a little bit up, and it's just nice to relax here. One of the things that really makes it special is the fact that all the insects and flying little critters are all over the place, are taken care of because of the mesh netting. It just makes the whole thing much more pleasurable. I had a wash on that stone and I dried myself off here. And you can see, got all my gear. If only every day was like this. This is Brunissard. I've just had an omelette. I'm going to be heading off just behind there, not too far I hope. Well, it's Saturday 23rd of June 2018. I think that's where I came over from just this morning. And then, as you can see, the sun has come out, so it's all looking good. This is basically a bothy. Let's have a look inside. As you can see, it's a quite well looked after and used bothy, and it's not quite as simple as some of the ones you might find in the UK. You've got bunk bed facilities, you've actually got cooking facility, and there's the flute. You've also got some kindling and fuel there. And I'm sure if you went out you might be able to pick up a little bit more. With the table as well. Pure luxury. Well, I won't be staying here tonight. It's Saturday and I want to make sure I get some provisions before I head off. As you can see, in the past there's been plenty of evidence of cows around here as well. Always good to know your shit. There you are. This is my first herd of cows I'm coming across on Saturday 23rd of June 2018. This is Village Saint Pancras, something like that. And then it goes into Briançon. So I'm heading off in that direction. As you can see, it's the most built up area I've come across so far. I'm in Briançon, I think how it's pronounced. Anyway, this place is a lifesaver. Good old-fashioned supermarket. And it is amazing. You can buy reasonably priced food, anything that takes your fancy. Obviously, we're in the civilized world now, so-called. And here is my special treat for the day. I've got lemonade and a can of ravioli with chicken in. Yum, yum, yum. That looks amazing. This is one of the centers of Briançon. Very pretty it is too. This is Briançon from the old fort. Well, this is my pitch for the night. It's just outside Briamsham. As you can see, other people have used it in the past, many a time. And there's another well-used, even larger pit just over there. Well, today's been rather good. I've been to the big shopping centre and I've got good supplies of food. That's done me really well and it's reasonably priced. Managed to use a toilet there. Yeah, I sat outside and ate, then went to Decathlon. They directed me to a place called Approach. I went to that shop and managed to pick up 3 things which I never thought I was going to be able to pick up, which was really good. So good shop there, Approach, in Briamsham. And now it's just time to rest and then get ready for tomorrow. This is something I haven't really seen before. Water's actually coming out of the ground. Sunday 24th of June 2018. I was having a shave down there. My stuff was all dumped here. As you can see, it's a stream that's coming down, and the police came up here, parked up, and came down and started quizzing me. Told me to get up, and yeah, that was it. Wanted to know where I was from, what I was doing, all the usual stuff. I explained to them I was from the UK, I'm on a walk. Showed them my crampons. They asked if I had any weapons, that kind of thing. And then they said, oh, it's just a national check that they do, you know. Yeah, I guess so. And yeah, that was it. Now they came by again, short while later. They were just here. Didn't say or do anything. And then here I am, free to go. I actually had a full wash underneath the bridge before they came, and yeah, then after they left I washed all my clothes as well. So yeah, not too bad so far. Managed to not get arrested and wash all myself and my clothes. They're pretty good. Now this is an interesting pass. I'm meant to get across to there. As you can see, the structure is collapsing. It's not too difficult. I'm sure that can hold my weight. This is the center of Mont Genèvre. Basically, from what I can see, they've either got golf course in the summer or skiing in the winter. It's not a bad option. It's Monday 25th of June 2018. I'm at Col de la Laus or something like that. a little over 2,500 meters in altitude. The weather is amazing, as are the views. This morning I came from that direction down there. There was one helicopter hovering which was white, and then after that left there was another one which was blue. I didn't bother inspecting with my camera to get a closer look. I've just been making new tracks in the snow, not because I need to. In fact, I didn't even need to put on my crampons. I could have just walked around on, or walked on the snow and kicked steps in. But I'm just trying out the crampons properly, and they fit really well now. I've got the bail at the back, I've got the bail at the front. I've crisscrossed and tied them in, so that's working really well. They feel secure on the foot, no problems at all. It's sunny, it's warm, the views are beautiful, it's summer, flowers are in bloom. There's a stream over there, and which I just had a full washed in, washed my hair, wash my clothes. It's tranquil. It's peaceful. This is about as good as it gets. This is the center of Planet. Restaurant area here. Finished a ham sandwich. Not bad area to have a sandwich. This place seems to be all brand new. All the buildings look fairly new here. Well, this is Lake Chevillon, or commonly known I think as Lake Thors or Lake Thur, called as Thors, which is at 2,194 meters. This is where I'm going to be spending the night. Weather is looking good. Views are good, and plenty of fresh water to drink. Well, this is the view from inside my tent as I'm lying down. And you can see the doors are slightly open. You can just glimpse out there, or maybe just a bit of a glimpse out there. Otherwise, this is what you see. This is how it is actually quite a lot of the time. What you don't realise is that the views outside are one thing, and it doesn't matter where you pitch it, because what you're going to see when you get in the tent is this. Not particularly exciting, but you should know that it's not all glorious views and marvellous weather. Just came out of the tent now, and this is how it looks. It's got a beautiful ethereal quality to it. Almost magical. Well, the views here are even better than yesterday, and far better than the crappy ham sandwich I had over there. This is far better. Nice coffee, great view, gorgeous weather. Can't top this. A beautiful day, lovely views. As you can see, there's still snow. Normally at this point in summer you wouldn't expect to see this, but it's no real hindrance, you can just walk around it. But normally you wouldn't expect to see this. Not at this altitude anyway. harbour. There's a lake over down there, I think. Anyway, this is where I'll be chilling out for the night. Not quite. This is a bit breezy up here, so I'm going to go down in that direction. When I find a nice calmer spot, I'll pitch up for the evening. So it's Wednesday, 27th of June 2018. I've pitched up a bit early, maybe. Yesterday I was whinging about not having a view, because when you're in a tent, basically you don't see anything, which is very true. Today is the exception. Look at the views. Yeah, that's good there, and that's good there as well. As you can see, there's a lovely mesh there which keeps all the bugs out. That white stuff is snow, by the way. So yeah, it's not bad. Thankfully, officially I'm allowed to pitch my tent literally on this spot, 1 millimeter off, and you're not allowed. So yeah, lucky me. Just filled up with a bit of water from here. It's basically just snow melting. As you can see, there's a lovely piece of, my guess is that's a cow pat from last year. There's lots of cow pats about. As you can see, this is going down into here, but it's not really doing anything. Well, this is my little effort. Very relaxing afternoon, I must say. A couple of guys went by earlier, and just now I noticed someone walking. Then I started paying a bit more attention. You can see a couple of tents, a couple of people. What an awesome place to be. Well, this is where I've had a lovely full wash. Had a shave first, and then there was a couple of guys who were camping up there yesterday. They were here as well, and then I stripped off and then had a full wash. So the two guys were quite curious, but anyway, they left. And as I was drying myself and I just looked up, there's a whole bunch of people there standing looking at me. So I covered my main bits, dried myself up, put my boxers on, and then they went off walking along. So quite an eventful morning. Nice and clean and fresh though. As you can see, this place head out for the winter when it's snowing. At the moment it's completely dead. It is beautiful though. Thursday 28th of June 2018, and you are looking at Mordain. So I'm at Casino Supermarket. It's just a regular supermarket. This is a sandwich which I've made. As you can see, it's quite big. What I've got is got bread, a load of cheese, garlic and herb cheese, and I've got a chopped up salad. Put that in, and over here, look at this. So this is a special treat. Anyway, just enjoy the views and enjoy the food. Well, I've been using tenacious tape. It's in here, it's just a clear little roll. Cut off a little bit and fixing here. You can see there's little holes appearing, and there's some here as well, on the tent inner. So what I've done is, I've done one here before. I put a piece on the inside and then put a piece on the outside and make sure they're roughly about the same size, and press them together. Otherwise it just stays sticky on one side, and that seems to have worked quite well over there. So now I've noticed this here and going, oh my goodness, insects might be able to come in. I don't know if it's the insects doing it themselves or what it is, I don't know. Anyway, so put one there, another one here. As you can see, there's some holes starting to appear in other places as well, and other little tiny holes. Only a little thing, but all has to be taken care of. What I need to do is buy a pair of scissors, because my blade is getting rather mank with all the glue that's adhering to this. When I came here yesterday, it was really windy. I had to guy out the tent. I think it's probably been the most windiest conditions I've experienced in the tent. Much more calmer now in the morning. I walked up here, found this nice park area, but this water I didn't think was going to be too good. There's a slide there, so I thought, no, best not do that. Come along here and voila, lake. So I take some water from here. There's tadpoles in there, and I thought, oh, this will be alright. And then a guy comes up to me and says, instead of taking that water, you could get it from the fountain, and that water's okay. However, the stuff from down here might be a bit dodgy. I did point out I put a tablet in there, but I think he's got a point. So I took a litre of each. Litre of the lake water, litre of fountain, and that was it. This is just a little bit up from Mordain. As you can see, really it's a ski resort. So there you can see all the carriages. little ski lifts. Just came across this stream along this little track. Perfect spot to have a full wash. So feeling nice and refreshed. Ready to carry on the journey. And today and tomorrow is going to be an easy day. This is the Gîte or Refuge, not quite sure which one it is. You've got a restaurant kind of area in there, and then you've got the shop. And if we look at the hours, 7 days a week, 7:30 till 7. Little fountain, you fill up with water. I'm having a very sophisticated coffee and tin of creamy potatoes, eating out of a can. I'm only a sophisticated kind of guy, so must be fitting. So today is Saturday 30th of June 2018, halfway between Brahmans and Terminion. This is an easier day. As you can see, the views are still pretty good. So even though I'm not high up in the mountains, you can still see that it's a beautiful, beautiful vista. I'm just at Lenslev Villard. I was going to stay around here, but it's early in the day and feeling okay. Thought I might as well just head on. Another 3 hours or so. Then I'll get to Bessons. It's gonna be over there somewhere. In roughly that direction, not too far away, is Bessons, and this is roughly the location I wanted to pitch up at. I have. As you can see, it's an exceptionally good pitch. It's got great views. It's even got a fire pit which they mow around. Don't know whether it's sanctioned or not, but I never do fires, so it's irrelevant to me. As you can see, the views are good. They've even got something here. Believe it or not, that is a running tap. So they've got running water here. Then you got all of this. The only drawback is there's a road here, but that's minor. What a stroke of luck. Well, whilst I'm lying in bed here, I thought I might as well just have a bit of a chat. Since leaving Nice, one thing I've noted is I've been hearing a lot of the cuckoo bird. I haven't spoken of it before. I don't think I've seen it, but definitely heard it. What else is there? The daily routine. Basically finding water. That probably is the #1 priority. And most important thing. And I think going for a poo is actually pretty high up. Buying food, getting food supplies and stuff. Keeping myself clean, washing myself, that's important. Also washing your clothes. Not only is that good because you don't smell so much, but especially when you come across others you look a bit more presentable, but it also lifts your morale and it gives you something to do, and routine is good. And also doing little repairs and things to the tent or polishing your boots. That kind of thing keeps you going, and it's really important that you don't let go of that. And I guess, yeah, relaxing. Learning to take what is a lot of time on your hands and then just being able to relax. At this point I can, because I'm now doing something I want to do. I have the supplies at hand. I'm finding water without difficulty, and food supplies isn't that bad, so it's basically learning just to enjoy and relax and to feel content in the environment that you're in. Follow routine, keeping yourself clean and tidy. Yeah, I think those are the main things. It's amazing how life has changed. Priorities are water, keeping yourself clean, going to the loo, food, repairs. Just the basics. In normal everyday life, when you're living in accommodation, you don't even think about these things, you just do them. It's all the other things that you're thinking about. What else, where you're going to be going, what you're going to be doing. Here is straightforward. You know what you're going to be doing and where you're going to be going. You're making that decision on a daily basis. You plan in advance, kind of like several days, and then you look at it day by day as well, and then you vary things. So yeah, this journey is definitely now in more of a enjoyable state. I'm where I want to be, basically. And when life is been simplified, it's actually better. This is close to Bessons. And it could be very dangerous, I think. But it looks pretty good to me.